We're back again.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
We're back again with another video, guys. Josh is currently threading in. Actually, hold on.
Say, hold up. Wait a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since you've seen this car. Let me update you guys with what we have. This is Josh's 2003 Turbo RSX base model, if you guys haven't seen it. It's a K20A3 Sidewinder Turbo, 44 mil wastegate, Pro Series manifold, 74 millimeter throttle body, Rev 9 intercooler, GT35, like 62 I think millimeter turbo.
Many minutes later,
D-Works 400 pump in there. You can see it. The D-Works return system that you saw over there. Yeah, the line runs under there, comes up through here. This filter, you guys know that it has a stage 3 clutch. I have a video out on that right here, actually, if you want to watch it. This is the feed line, dash 6 all the way up, dash 6 for the return. We just got the dash 6 fittings. You're gonna need a dash 8 for the for the regulator and a dash 6 to 6 male for the return line. And then you have the 180 over there. I'll get a better view of that for the return here. That's basically where we're at with this. The fuel, bunch of heat wrap. We're planning on getting it started today.
Yeah.
Because we have the turbo feed done and the return is already down at the bottom, the bung. So if you guys are gonna upgrade to stage 3,
I think it's anything
or any
higher
stage,
anything higher than 1.5.
you're gonna want to upgrade your slave cylinder here and your master cylinder, which follow this line and it goes all the way to the back there. So you have to upgrade those because
Well, it feels like you definitely don't have any tension.
Yeah, go in there and
Like,
push the clutch all the way down. That's all the way down?
Yeah, I'm like kicking this shit.
Yeah, so he's all the way down, and that's all the movement we're getting from the clutch. And
Yeah,
that's
mind you,
because,
that clutch pedal also doesn't feel like an actual clutch pedal.
right. The reason for that is because the stock clutch is only rated for the XZE clutch, like pressure plate, and this one is K-tuned.
K-tuned.
So we got the K-tuned slave and matching master cylinders. So we're going to install that today, install the fuel return line, pressure test everything, and maybe connect the battery and try and crank it over. This is the line we're currently making for the return. We're made. Just cut this with the grinder, and you just put some electrical tape on the end. Cuts nice and clean. Just keep it from getting hot. And then we got the fitting down here that we're trying to get the return on.
I can take it off so you guys can show the part. We can show the part number.
Boom, there it is. That's hard to see there. I don't know if it's focusing. We're putting in the return line now, so we go coming through here between the heater hole lines.
Oh, hold on. All right, right there. There we go.
Gotta stay behind this. You have it hand tight?
Yeah.
Okay. So return line routing goes up, down, and around, and into the bottom of the regulator. Right there. Okay, we are rolling with the RSX. Get these tools out the way here. We got the fuel system all buttoned up. Trying to make sure we stay out of the way of all the hot stuff. He comes in to the filter there, around, up to the front, back to the pressure regulator, and all the way there to our return, which is there. So now we are currently doing what we talked about earlier, the K-tuned XZE clutch upgrade, slave and master upgrade. So right now Josh is inside the car, unbolting, undoing the cotter pin for the clutch pedal and the 2 bolts that are right there, the top and bottom. And this did come with the clutch line. It's pretty nice. Let me get it out for you guys. So that's it there. and you get a braided clutch line with it, and then the same hose that matches to your fill cylinder right here. So that's all you got to do. Josh got the 2 bolts off from the inside and then pushed it back.
You explained it all? Did you show it?
Yeah, he pushed it back and now it's
They were size 12. I thought they were 14s, but they were 12s.
Right at your clutch pedal, basically. You should be able to see it right there. Those 2 holes where you see the light coming through, you take the 12 mils off right there, and then your clutch pedal will be dead. Basically, it'll just follow the floor when you push it. And yeah, garbage. Good, not garbage. Yeah, that's probably a problem. I think if you pull it up and like, yeah, that's busted for sure.
Stage 3 clutch, get a new master cylinder and sleeve.
Yeah, the new master is being installed and the slave is already installed. You can see the nice little K on the top there for the K-tune. Move this wiring harness right there. So that is in, greased up, and we basically just have to bleed the back of it there on that little nipple where my finger is, and then put the cap back on it. Where did I put the cap? All right, fam, so we got the master and the slave K-tune fully installed. You can see it's operational. Josh is over there shifting through the gears, but yeah.
Whoa.
What? It's a lot better.
It feels so good. Push it.
Stage 3.
Stage 3 action clutch, bro. Josh, his first try.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is a lot better than before.
It's a lot better.
But you see what I mean by raising it maybe a little bit?
Why? For that?
I like it where it is.
Or just?
No, I just feel like it doesn't.
It's
feel like
high.
I feel like there's a little bit more to go.
I don't think so. I
right.
think you're tripping.
All right, bro.
Put it in first. Turn the wheel. Can you?
The steering wheel.
It turns.
Great. Okay.
And when I pull the clutch out, clutch in.
Awesome. Thank you.
We're good.
All right. That was exactly it. So guys, if your clutch feels weird after you installed anything higher than a 1.5, maybe 2, change your master cylinder and your sleeve.
Bleed it out nice. Braided clutch line, and you're set to go.
It's right in here. Ooh, right back there. Pain in the neck to get to.
So we're gonna throw the turbo back on and probably put some oil in this joint.
Some oil.
And see if our fuel system is leaking and if any of our oil drains or anything are leaking. And then we'll see if we could crank it over. We gotta wire the battery too, so that'll be next actually. So
yeah,
we're gonna throw the turbo on and then wire the battery up.
Turbo's getting mounted again.
Weirdo.
Shut up.
We're opening up the Honda manual transmission fluid.
Manual trial fluid.
The good stuff.
Honda
the only
genuine
transmission fluid you should be putting in your Hondas, if you guys didn't know. So basically we have this going into the fill tube of the transmission. Josh has it holding there, and I'm kind of just gonna pour it from the top here, and hopefully it works out. So we put the plug back in, right? It's not gonna just pour out on the floor.
Did you put the plug in?
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
That's a bottle of tranny fluid in there.
And she's empty.
Lift it all the way up. Get it all up in there.
All right, so rear mount battery. We have the hot wire coming in. It's not a big enough gauge, but we're gonna upgrade it. It's just speaker wire for now. This is just to get the car started and see that we did everything correctly. We have it grounded. Power. Got a couple of AutoZone terminals, and we connected it up at the front. What you're gonna want to do is, we have it all tucked away, but the terminal is tucked up there, coming from this hot wire into this power where it was there, and then we have it grounded where the ground from the battery that was located here. We just have it grounded to the chassis, and grounded to the transmission there. So basically we should have good wiring, power wiring for now. And then next for wiring, we're going to get under the clutch pedal. I don't have a light. This yellow connector, we're gonna connect the red and the not the red, the green and the black, so that Josh can just hop in his car and turn the key to start it, and it won't you won't need the clutch pedal to push it down. So that'll be helpful because he's stage 3 now, so you won't have to push it in every time you get started. With any turbo motor first start, you're gonna definitely want to prime your motor. So we unplug the injectors and we're gonna crank the motor a couple times, make sure that the oil is coming through here, and then we'll connect the line, crank it a couple more times, and then we'll go for the first start. Honda needs to be updated.
Keys going in
The on position. That's the on position. That's not. That's the on position. Okay, give me a second. So now we're uploading
key
the 1000cc injectors
It is 1,000. I knew it.
and all that.
Chill, don't flex.
I don't
on
think
the-
it's letting me upload
Don't
the
flex.
tune, but it says it's online and the ignition is off. So we're priming the engine now. Go ahead.
Alright, great.
Nothing happened?
No.
I heard the fuel pump. All right, guys. So after some finagling, we fought with the motor for a little bit. Josh went home actually, but I found out that we needed to ground out the top here. We had the bottom grounded. This left one is grounded, but we didn't have this connected to the manifold, so we grounded that out. Then we were able to upload the turbo tune with the 1000cc injectors on K-Pro, so you can see it's actually connected online, but ignition off and all that. But what I key in here, it says ignition on, and our problem before, it said the ignition was off, and now the computer's actually connecting. You can see the little yellow thing lights up and the upload is actually there, so we can actually, I think, crank the motor, but I'm not even gonna try that yet. I'm just going over checks, which we did find when we turned the motor over. There's a little oil leak right here on the return line, so yeah, we're gonna tighten that fitting up here, because you can see it's a little gap. All the other ones we have like super tight, so we're gonna tighten that one up, and then yeah, we're gonna see if it cranks, and then after that we're done, because we can't crank it until Josh gets back. So yeah, got that buttoned up, tighten that piece, that return line up a little bit. Go ahead and turn the key here. You can hear that pump's screaming. Check the front for leaks. All good at the fuel filter. All good there. All good on the inside. This feels drier. Don't think it's leaking anymore. The regulator looks dry. That also looks dry. Let me check the return fitting. Definitely a dry there. All right, so I'm gonna see if it cranks, see if we have any oil pressure. That'll be that. And this is the end of the video. I'm sorry to disappoint. The Turbo RSX is back though. She is better than ever. I just found another fuel leak underneath the regulator here when we fixed that. So no more fuel leaks. Waiting to mount the studs on the turbo. Intercooler piping, blow-off valve, boost gauges, route the boost controller, do the headlights and the front bumper, and then we'll basically be done here. We also need to figure out why the hell it's not cranking right now. So when you get in, you can turn the car on from the off position You can hear the fuel pump prime and all that. We have pressure at the rail. It's dropping down, as you can see, which may not be good. When he turns the key, go ahead, push the clutch all the way down. We removed the bypass, the clutch bypass, by the way, to make sure that wasn't the problem. So push the clutch down all the way. We just get the radio dies, but nothing happens. The ECU is recognized in K-Pro, and we uploaded the tune, so we know the ECU is working fine, but we just need to find out why we're not getting anything to the starter, like the starter's not cranking. So we may have to take the intake manifold off and see, or something else. Might be something simple. So we're gonna do some research, and then the downpipe I have to fabricate, and the screamer pipe off the wastegate. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna disconnect this jumper, get it all inside, and that'll be that for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one, and peace.